The Cap Seller and Monkey. Once there was a cap seller in a town. On one fine day, after he made a few sales of cups, he became very tired. He decided to sit under a big tree to take rest for a while. Soon he slept off. There were many monkeys on the big tree. They saw the cap seller was sleeping under the tree.
Hey friends, look at those wonderful caps.
And the monkeys came down. Took the caps from the cap seller's back and wore them. Then they climbed the tree again. When the cap seller woke up, he was shocked to see his back empty.
Where are my caps? Where are my caps?
To his surprise, he saw the monkeys were wearing them.
Hey, monkeys! Give my caps! Give my caps!
You want your caps?
Well, he thought of an idea to get back all of his caps. So he threw up his own cap in the air. The monkeys also threw up their caps. Then he threw the cap on the ground. The monkeys also threw down their caps.
Who is that?
Yes, the cap seller collected all the caps, put them back in his bag, and went away happily.
Goodbye!
Wisdom is better than weapons of war. The Foolish Wolf. Once, a wolf picked up the lamb from a herd of sheep and ran away. When he was about to kill the lamb pleaded.
You may kill me, sir, but please fulfill me my last wish before you do. Please.
What is your last wish?
Asked the surprised wolf. The lamb replied,
I've heard that you play the flute really well. Could you please play a tune for me? I want to die in peace.
The wolf was flattered. He took out his flute and started playing. Once he stopped, the clever lamb said,
It sounds so wonderful. Could you play it louder, please?
The foolish wolf did not understand the lamb's trick.
Oh yes, I can definitely play it louder.
Saying this, he started playing the flute even louder. The sound of the flute alerted the shepherd and his dogs. In no time, they reached the place where the wolf was. The dogs chased the wolf away and saved the lamb. The clever lamb was free. He happily went and joined his herd.
Never lose your cool in adversity.
The Cows and the Tiger. In a deep forest, there lived 4 cows. They were good friends. They always grazed together. Wherever they went in a group. In spite of living amidst the wild animals, no one could ever dare to harm them due to their unity. A tiger had been watching these cows for quite some time. He always wanted to feast upon them.
How tasty these fat cows would be.
He thought. But whenever he tried, he was driven away by them as they struck back together. Days passed. One day, the cows had a big quarrel.
Don't talk to me.
You don't talk to me.
I don't want to be in this group anymore.
Neither do I.
Saying this, each cow went in a different direction to graze. The tiger grabbed this great opportunity.
Finally, the day has arrived.
He laughed. He then pounced upon the cows one by one and gobbled them up. United we stand, divided we fall. Belling the cat. Once upon a time, there lived many mice in a grocer's shop. They lived very happily, gobbling up all the grocery items.
Yummy! So tasty!
However, the shopkeeper wasn't happy. So, he decided to get a cat to deal with the nuisance.
Oh no!
In a few days, the cat ate a number of mice.
Oh no!
This scared the other mice. They were not able to lead a happy life as before. Hence, the mice held an urgent meeting to find a solution to the cat menace.
We need to get rid of the cat.
The mice decided. But how? One mouse had a suggestion.
If somehow we could know when the cat comes towards us, we can hide somewhere to save ourselves.
Another clever mouse suggested.
What about a bell around the cat's neck? Wow, that's a great idea!
Replied all the mice in unison. They praised the young mouse for his brilliance. However, one old mouse stood up and asked,
Wait. Before you cheer, think. Who is going to bell the cat?
All the mice remained silent. No one wanted to bell the cat.
Imaginary solutions never serve a purpose.
The Mouse and the Bull. One summer afternoon, a mouse came out of his hole and saw a bull fast asleep under a tree. The loud snore evoked the curiosity of the mouse.
Wow, how huge his nostrils are!
Exclaimed the mouse. He entered it and came out just for fun. The bull woke up and cried in pain. Hearing this, the mouse got scared and started running. The bull gave a good chase, but in vain. The mouse went into his hole. However, the bull was not ready to give up. He angrily bellowed.
You silly mouse, how dare you? I'll teach you a lesson.
Oh, Mighty Bull, sorry, I did that just for fun,
said the mouse. But the bull wasn't convinced. He angrily dashed his head against the wall, hoping to break the wall and capture the mouse. He dashed and dashed until he became tired. The wall didn't budge.
Oh, foolish bull. Just because you're big and strong, it doesn't mean that you can achieve anything. Stop breaking your head and go now,
mocked the mouse. The bull understood the truth in the words of the mouse. He silently walked away.
Might may not always be right.
The clever crow. Once, a crow found a big piece of cheese. The crow held it in her beak and flew up to the tree branch to eat the cheese in leisure. As she was settling down, a hungry fox came by. When the fox saw the piece of cheese, his mouth watered.
That cheese looked tasty and inviting,
said the fox.
but how do I get it?
He thought. Suddenly, an idea flashed in his mind. The fox called out the crow in a very smooth, gentle manner.
Madam? Madam. Crow, I've heard that you have a very sweet voice. Would you mind singing a song for me?
He asked. The crow was way smarter than the fox. She understood his cunning intention. She carefully took the piece of cheese from her beak and put it under her foot. Then she said sarcastically,
I'm ready to sing now. Are you ready?
The fox was outwitted. He did not reply. He quietly walked away.
Be careful of flattery.
Fox and the Cock. One day, a fox was passing by a tree. He saw a cock sitting on one of the tree branches. The fox's mouth watered.
What a fine lunch he would be,
thought the fox. But the fox did not know how to climb a tree. He somehow had to make the cock come down. He looked up at the cock and said gently,
Hello, friend. I have a great news.
What is it?
asked the cock.
I am a messenger of God. Hereafter, no animal will eat any other animal. We are all friends. Come down. Let's celebrate.
The smart cock replied,
Whoa, that's really great. We should probably call our friends the hounds. Look, they are almost here.
The fox gasped on hearing this. As he was about to run, the cock asked,
Why are you afraid? Aren't we all friends now?
Yes, but the hounds might not know this yet.
Saying this, the fox ran away as fast as his legs could carry him.
Always remain cautious of cunning people.
The Blue Fox. One day, a fox was wandering in search of food. A group of dogs spotted him and started chasing him. The fox ran for his life. As he was running, he suddenly tumbled into a big tub of blue dye. He hid there until the dogs were gone.
Oh, that was a great escape,
said the relieved fox to himself. He slowly came out and fled to the jungle. As the fox walked through the jungle, he met other animals on the way.
Oh, Devil! Run! Run!
All the animals seemed to be scared of him. He had no idea why. He walked and walked until he reached the jungle pond. As he bent down to drink some water, he looked at his reflection.
What is this?
His whole body was blue in color. He now understood everything. The cunning fox now plotted a brilliant plan. He called out for all his friends and said,
I'm a messenger of God. I'll be your king going forward. Don't be afraid.
The animals believed the strange creature and accepted him as their king. The fox led a happy life as the king of the jungle. One day, the fox king heard a pack of foxes howling.
Oh, what a wonderful music. I cannot stop myself to howl too.
Unable to resist his urge, the blue fox started howling too. Hearing this loud howl, the other animals finally figured out who this strange animal was. They smacked him and drove him out of the jungle.
You can never hide your real identity.
The sour grapes. A hungry fox was walking through a vineyard. His tummy was making grumbling sounds. The big ripe bunches of grapes hanging above his head tempted the fox. His mouth started watering. The fox craned his neck and tried to get hold of a bunch. However, the grapes were beyond his reach. The fox now jumped a little. The grapes were still unreachable.
Let me try harder.
The fox said to himself. So the fox stood on his hind legs and stretched himself to catch the grapes with his forelegs. Alas! The fox could not even touch the grapes.
I am quite tall. I can do it,
said the fox to himself. He jumped and jumped for a long time to get hold of a bunch of grapes, but he could not reach them. He finally gave up. He was very disappointed.
Who wants such sour grapes? Not me.
Saying this, the proud fox walked away.
What we did not get is declared worthless by us.
Jungles without animals. Long, long ago, there lived a king who was very fond of hunting. However, the king's hobby was causing a great loss to the jungles. There were hardly any animals left. This concerned the wise prime minister of the kingdom. He decided to make the king understand the situation. One day, the king went for hunting as usual, accompanied by his prime minister. On the way, they saw a group of parrots twittering aloud.
Do you know what they are talking about?
The king asked. The minister replied,
Yes, Majesty. They are discussing about the marriage in their family. The groom's father wants 5 empty forests for his son, whereas the bride's father is promising him 10.
But how?
Exclaimed the king. The prime minister replied,
The bride's father is saying that all jungles will soon be devoid of animals and birds, given the king's passion for hunting.
The king suddenly realized what the prime minister was hinting at. He felt really ashamed of himself. He promised that he won't go on a hunting spree again. Be kind to animals, live and let live.